Hey there, everyone. Welcome to the Super Bowl edition of the 2021-2022 NFL Prediction Series. My name is Cory, here of All Sports Now. Welcome to the YouTube channel. If it is your first time here, make sure you follow all the socials below. And then in our description, there's a link to our weekly podcast. Did not have an episode last week, partially because we are prepping for the Super Bowl and we have one coming out on the morning of the Super Bowl. But also, I've been quite busy. I am a college student full-time. Also, I just started writing for the Wisconsin Sports Heroics online publication, and we just hit 5 million views over the course of the last couple years. So make sure you check my stuff out. My name is Cory Sparks. You'll find me on there under the Bucks tab. I'm a Bucks beat reporter, and I write a few stories a month. In terms of this matchup, I am super excited to cover this. Honestly, this is a matchup where I feel like no matter who wins, unless you're a bettor and you've got some money on one team or the other, you can't be mad. You have Joe Burrow coming off of an injury-ridden season. It's just his second year in the NFL. He's with his buddy Ja'Marr Chase, who's a rookie, who he won the national championship with just 2 years ago. Then you've got the Rams. You've got all these feel-good stories with Sean McVay trying to get the deal done this time after losing the Super Bowl a couple years ago to Tom Brady. You've got Cooper Kupp, the Offensive Player of the Year declared. And by the way, Ja'Marr Chase was Offensive Rookie of the Year. So just a ton of talent on both sides. And then I cannot go any further without mentioning Matthew Stafford. My goodness, the dude was stuck in Detroit for over a decade. He gets an opportunity to have a supporting cast around him. And what does he do with it? He rattles off 3 straight wins, just as many as Jared Goff had in 5 years with the Rams. Stafford's already got just as many, and he can have 4 if he takes care of business in the Super Bowl here. And he's got a chance to win the big game that he said he has dreamed of playing in, as many quarterbacks have. Without further ado, let's get going on this. Here's my analytical breakdown of the Super Bowl. The Rams come in with a combined record, playoffs and regular season, of 15-5. Absolutely insane. Going on a run, getting hot at the right time. And the Bengals coming in at 13-7. I had them losing in the first round to the Raiders. I thought the Raiders brought a lot of grit and were going to be able to take care of business. They made it a close game. Came down to the final play. Crucial pick at the end of the game by Derek Carr, throwing it into this secondary that has really stepped up. My point here is I've counted this team out from the beginning. I knew they were talented. I love Joe Burrow. I love everything they have going on over there. Not to mention, it's a young coach. Both coaches, actually, are young. After having the oldest coaching bout in Super Bowl history last year, we've got the youngest one. So the team that I am picking in this matchup is the Los Angeles Rams. I have a couple of reasons for this, and I would not be shocked if the Bengals took care of business. Nonetheless, I have the Los Angeles Rams taking this one 30-23. That's right, you heard it correctly here. 53 points in total. I expect this to be a shootout. The wide receiving cores on both ends are crazy. You've got Cooper Kupp in Los Angeles. You've got Odell Beckham Jr. Higbee went down, but many other players have stepped up. Cam Akers has been huge during this playoff run, and Matt Stafford, over 40 touchdowns for the second time in his career. Go over to Cincinnati, and you've got arguably an even more powerful offense. You have Ja'Marr Chase, the Offensive Rookie of the Year. You have T. Higgins, who was the primary number 1 going into this year and is still putting up number 1 numbers. And then you have Tyler Boyd, an offense that you cannot afford to double cover anybody on because the other two will explode on you. Uzoma has been phenomenal as well. And Joe Mixon, well, his production has spoken for itself the last few years. And now he gets a chance to make it pay off on the big stage. Joe Burrow, coming back from a brutal injury last year, making a Super Bowl appearance, has an opportunity to win 2 separate championships with this guy, Ja'Marr Chase, first at LSU for the national championship in college, and now he can take the Super Bowl. But here are a couple of reasons I think Joey Burr is going to have to wait just a little bit longer to get his ring. For one, the personnel over in Los Angeles has the experience. Yes, the Bengals have some guys who have been in the playoffs before on different teams. Trey Waynes recently went over there. Hasn't been too big of a role, but he is on the active roster, among others. That's just one that came to mind. But Los Angeles has been making playoff run after playoff run after playoff run. They were in the Super Bowl not too long ago and didn't score a whole lot with Jared Goff at the helm. And the additions that they have also have playoff experience. Odell doesn't have a whole lot, but Von Miller, who they just brought into the linebacking core this year, who has fit right in with Leonard Floyd, and Aaron Donald coming in at D-tackle, is just absolutely crazy. Jalen Ramsey's been to an AFC Championship game not too long ago, and he was a member of the Jaguars. And the one guy who is crucial to their success and arguably has the least amount of playoff experience among guys who are crucial to this team's success, Matthew Stafford, had not won a playoff game coming into this one after being in Detroit for over a decade, and he has stepped up to the occasion. Matthew Stafford is surrounded by the right pieces. He's got Cooper Kupp, the best wide receiver in the NFL this season, and that defense has shut down so many quarterbacks. They've made a living of it, especially in playoff atmospheres. The other reason I just can't see the Bengals getting it done is Joey Burr's offensive line. I'm sorry, they're not good. A lot of guys on that offensive line are bottom tier in terms of their grading against other people of their position, as you can see here. And although Joey B was not pressured or sacked a whole lot against the Chiefs are just not meant for their defensive line. I am a lot more scared of the front seven of the Rams that features Aaron Donald at D-tackle, Leonard Floyd, Von Miller. The list goes on and on and on. And then you've got the secondary led by Jalen Ramsey that will lock people up, make you think a lot more in the pocket, and give that defense more time to collapse said pocket. Finally, and I've mentioned his name a couple times already, I have Cooper Kupp showing up once again. He's always able to find holes in the zone. He's able to beat his man in press and cushion coverage. He knows how to extend broken plays and get right where Matthew Stafford needs him to be. It seems like those two have been playing for a decade, judging by the connection they've had. Stafford's not just throwing it to him. Kupp is getting open in spots that make it extremely easy for Stafford to get the ball to him. He doesn't even have to do that well, but Stafford has done phenomenal in the playoffs, and he's one of the huge reasons that this team is where they are right now. Those are the three reasons I have the Rams taking out the Bengals 30-23 in the Super Bowl, in Super Bowl 56. And if it doesn't, well, we've guessed wrong on 6 playoff games this year, so it wouldn't be anything new. If you enjoyed this video and want to see some more content, smack that subscribe button, smack that like button, go in the comments section, leave comments on what you'd like to see in the future in terms of NBA, MLB, which it looks like the lockout is going to end soon, judging by Manfred's comments a couple of days ago. Anyway, point being, make sure you leave suggestions in the comments. Also, I want your Super Bowl predictions, team, score, total points, spread, whatever details you want to put in there. Help some other people out who are maybe not as educated in football and might want to put some money on the game. And let's see how much we can get this comment section going. We'll just start a chain. Before I go, follow all the social media accounts below. Stay up to date with the podcast. Look out for some new content. And we'll see you next time right here on All Sports Now.